Hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain how to use Excel to organize your monthly expenses and to compare between the months during the year. Uh, I have designed this form with the list of expenses like accommodation and home internet, general shopping, and so on. You could add as much as you have of kinds of types of expenses here. So for example, if you have a school loan, let's assume, and let's say monthly is $300, so it will reflect the percentage 3.8, and in return it will reflect the total of total expenses and extra money or the remaining money. This is your, for example, income, monthly income, and this field is a planned expenses. So I planned for maximum every month to pay $200 for electricity and water bill, which is 2.5% of my income. This is my plan. What is actual? It will come for each month here. So I have done for January, I make it ready so it will reflect. So for example, I will add the school loan. This month I did the same amount. So it will return 0. This percentage is actually equal this amount divided by total income, which is 3.8, which is equal to this planned percentage. And there's no difference, it's 0. So what if I, for example, paid 200? So that means it's 2.5 percentage. It is not 3.8 percentage. And again, there is $100 difference. Now, let me change the format of the numbers here. Right click, format, and I will go to the currency, dollar. I will prefer to keep it 1. And here we go. So there's a difference like $100. This will be calculated here. So the total expenses, this is the total expenses. This is the extra money or the remaining. This is its percentage. All right, and this values here, it's written how much money is less than what is planned. So for example, I paid here 150 for electricity and water, but I was planning to give 200 monthly, but I paid 150, which is 50 less. So I have $50 extra. So this one will be calculated as extra money. Now the extra cost, for example, I was planning for general shopping to have 700 monthly, but this month or January I paid 800, which is 10%, it's more than 8.8%. So with extra $100, it will come here. Now to find exactly what is the difference, I create a very simple. I did the summation between the total expenses and extra money, and it will return the difference. So as you can see here, $5,188 in January, but it was planned for $1,920. In return, the difference is 268. Let's do the same format for February, and in this way you can learn how to use the formula. It's a very simple formula, and you can of course continue to do for March and so on. So first of all, the amounts, let's assume I paid 1,200. Let's agree to have this column and this column formatted with the currency dollar, which is over here with 1 decimal. Say OK. Alright, and the percentage should appear automatically. So it's equal this value divide by this value, which is 15%. If I make it 1500, 18.8, which is correct. So let's assume that we paid 1,200. So now the difference should be equal this value divide this value, which is the planned one. So there is a minus 300. So this is 300 not paid. It's supposed to be planned to pay this amount, but it is considered not paid, and it's an extra for me. Alright, so let's assume here I paid 150, here 344, here 200, here let's say 500, here 30, and here is 300, here let's say 350, and here is 700, and here 300. Alright, so I need to apply the same formula here. I believe we need to select the same cell, which is H2, because I could select the first value, but I'm keeping the the monthly income on each month separately, because you may have different income on monthly. Maybe it's not static, maybe you have different income next month. So this is more flexible to have it for each month. Alright, so I'm pointing this. Okay, so now the difference is supposed to be the same. So I'm finding the difference between the planned value, which is here, this is the planned values, and with the values that is actual. So I'm going to drop down the same formula to the end. Okay, so from here I can see 300 is the same, 700 and 850, so the difference is 150 here. Alright, so I have some difference, some extra money paid. So this is $30, but it was planned to pay $20. So the actual on February I paid $30 with extra $10. So the equation will be here coming. Here it's supposed first to have sum the total expenses I have here, press enter, and here equal, and it's the same way. It's the extra money, the difference between the net income and the expenses. So it's supposed to be E equal this value divide the expenses, so it will return 3,926. For the percentage, you can do it in two ways. Either you collect the total of the percentage and return it here, or you can divide this amount, the total of this, and divide it on the net income. So let's try both of them. So equal, let's say sum, alright, total percentage I have here, which is 50.9%. So let's do this one. So let's assume the total expenses divided by the monthly income, which is 50.9, which is the same. It will work in both ways. The same will work with the remaining money. So divide by the income, enter, which is 49.1. Now, from these values here, how I will know how much extra I paid and how much I paid less than the planned one. So I'm going to get these two totals, and again I will get the difference between both months. So from here I will say it is equal this cell plus this cell, because there is one value in minus and one value would be in plus. Alright, so in the total expenses, it is an extra value where I should say equal sum F. And what is the range? The range is here from this cell to this cell. And the criteria, I will say this value which is above 0, larger than 0, which is 204. What is the value? I have 50 here. Yes. So I have extra here. Yes. So these three values, which is extra amount I have bid. Now the values with minus, that means I have planned to pay a bigger number than what I bid this month. So in extra money here, I will say the same, equal sum F, the range which is from here to here, and the criteria will be a value which is smaller than 0, which is 1050. In total, so there is 846 difference between the planned amount and what I have bid on February. So total expenses 4,920. This is my planned monthly, but actually in February I bid 4,074, which is less than 846. So I have extra 846. I could use it for another extra entertainment or any other hidden expenses. But if you notice on January, I have bid total expenses 5,188, which is 268 extra amount than the planned one here. So this is in general how you can look at your expenses, and you can change the details. Even you can change the planned expenses the way you like it. Maybe after monitoring 1 or 2, 3 months, you can see that, for example, 20 is not logical. Maybe I need 30 as per my expenses, so I need 30. And return, everything will be reflected here. So this turns to 0 as it was $10 extra paid. Alright, now showing extra values here, maybe it looks annoying. So there is a way that you can go to the file in the Excel and go to options, and from advanced tab you can scroll down till you find display options for this worksheet, and untick the shows the 0 in cells that have 0 value, and say OK. So it will remove. So whenever I have, for example, extra expenses, for example, I have 300, so it will show the percentage immediately. Yeah. So this is for how to manage your expenses with this simple formula, sum F, the sum, and divide the values between two different cells, and you can reflect these values in a chart if you would like to have it. And thank you for watching.